this outing last weekend? Just how did it feel to put something together like that?
It was an amazing feeling, and like I love getting to pass the ball off to Morgan. Just seeing her all weekend just be so consistent and so great. So it's fun to just be able to know that all of us have got like something to do and something to contribute to the game to just keep us going forward, keep having the momentum and the like just the want and the fight to win. So it's really exciting just to see like all of this coming together while we're going towards the end of season.
How much do you appreciate having that support staff? Last year, there was a lot of reliance on you because of situation and circumstance. This year, you may not feel your best, and you're able to say, I don't feel my best, and someone else can step up and take that load.
Yeah, I love it. I love having all of us working together. We have a great time. Our bullpens are all fun together. So like we're all just good friends, and we're excited for one another whenever we're out on the field and we just see each other doing well, throwing good pitches. Like maybe they were struggling during the week or I was struggling during the week on a specific pitch, and then they see us in game and they're dominating it, and we're all just so excited for each other, like, yes, way to go. And it's just awesome to just, at the end of the game, we're saying like, who had a great day today? And we always can say the pitchers, like they're always just, whoever it is, had just a great day.
Speaking of great days, you started that game 3 out, as she said, with 2 strikeouts. I mean, did you feel it going into the game, or did you feel that, because you kind of had an edge those first couple of batters that you faced?
The funny thing was I was battling some food poisoning during the whole week coming up, so I wasn't even sure how this weekend was going to look, but I just kept telling Coach Lombardi, like, whatever you need, I'll give. Like, I want to contribute in some way or help in some way. And it's nice having, like, that freedom on the field, knowing, like, watching our performance all week, that hitting-wise and fielding-wise, that they've got my back. So even if I wasn't having a good day as far as, like, getting strikeouts or anything like that, I knew that defense was going to pick me up.
When did you sort of know that Morgan was like, okay, she can do it in the circle? Because even she mentioned that, like, her fall ball campaign wasn't the best. When was the moment for you when it clicked? Like, okay, I've got a legitimate backup in Morgan that can pick me up and I can pick her up.
I just think from the minute we started just doing inter squad scrimmages, like just seeing how she was doing against our own team, which we've got some great hitters, like all 17 of them. So it's like knowing and watching her during the fall, throwing inter squad scrimmages and like coming into season, we were all kind of just waiting for that game where she feels on top of the world. And I think she did that her first game out, and it just hasn't stopped. And I'm just so excited for her going forward.
In conference play especially, she's gone through a pretty extended stretch of really good performances after really good performances. For someone like you who's had some similar stretches the same way, how do you continue to build on those performances, and then what have you seen from her to have her continue that consistency?
I think we both just kind of just talk to each other between games on just how we're feeling. Just in general, we'll talk in the bullpen just about like our pitches in general. And I think we just use each other to bounce back off of, or like certain hitters during a series where like, they're doing really well off this pitch. So just like, and be heads up, or hey, you need on her, she's turning really good on my inside pitch, so watch that. And we can just help each other out going forward, like in the series, just helping to help the other one out.
How much did that play into Game 3 with Acuna specifically, because you guys hadn't gotten her out in the first 2 games, and then I'm pretty sure she went over in the final one?
I think just watching our videos together, like we're all just seeing what each other's doing really well against each other, and what we like maybe like, hey, I probably need to get that over a little bit more, or just watching that and like talking about it as like a pitching staff in general, and talking about like, all right, this was our plan in the first game, this is our plan for the second game, just going hitter to hitter that way.
Last weekend it was defense in the outfield, defense on the infield, whether it was a double play or a nice play, just pitching in front of that defense. How does it feel for you in the circle with that team behind you defensively?
There's no cares in the world on what they're going to do. I know they've got my back, and so it's just trusting them fully, and they've never given me a reason not to trust them. So it's exciting getting to see the plays that are getting made. And like sometimes they're just so fast, I turn my head and someone's already made the play, and I'm like, dang it, like I missed it. But then I'm going back after the games watching the highlights, and it's just so fun. And then seeing Kai make that play in the outfield in the first game, like you get to go back and watch it, and she's on NCAA Softball's Instagram. Like just those kind of accomplishments, seeing people do that, it's just really exciting.
What is it like for you and the whole team when someone does get recognition like that on sort of a national stage?
Oh, we love it. We love to just be like, that's my teammate, show her off, just be like, like we just want everyone to just see what we've got because we're just so proud of everyone and what they're doing and just seeing what they're working on in practice constantly. It just playing on the field, it's unreal.
Paige said she used to face you in travel ball. Who used to win those matchups when you guys faced off?
It really went back and forth, and it was always just a battle. There was games where like I would strike her out and maybe she'd roll over a few times, and then like we'd play each other the next weekend and she'd hit 2 home runs off me. Like I remember there was one game she hit back-to-back home runs off me, and then the next weekend I was like, that's not gonna happen. And like I knew we were gonna play each other again, so it's fun to see like how that time has changed from then versus now.
With such like a tight knit kind of softball community, a lot of you guys played travel ball against each other. Is there anyone who you had a lot of success against, or anyone who hit you a lot in travel ball that's on the team?
I think Paige would be the number one that hit me the most. That one was always, it was just a back and forth battle. I didn't really play against so much of the girls here, but definitely in PAC, there's like few girls that I played with and I'm like, oh, now I have to pitch against them. Like, great. So it's fun and it's cool to just know like how like I played with them, now I'm playing against them. Like it's a weird kind of change in times.
Does it give you more confidence pitching against someone who you pitched against in travel ball?
Sometimes, and then there's times where it's like, oh, I know they're working on things. I know they have a great hitting coach there. Like, I don't know if I knew they weren't very good with this pitch, but maybe that changed. Maybe their swing's completely different. And so it's cool to see the film and try and figure out like, oh, what did they improve on? What do I need to improve on? Do they think I've improved in some way on a certain pitch? So it's kind of cool.